it's Leilani. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be working on another Project Life spread for week 6 of 2023. So for this spread, it's very Valentine's themed. Now, for me, I've mentioned it before, but the weeks or the days of week 6 are the 6th through the 12th, but sometimes mine kind of carry over a couple other days. So this also went through like the 13th when me and Will celebrated Valentine's Day together mostly. So maybe even a little bit of the 14th. And I just did that because I already know that next week we have other plans where I will have photos. So I'm already going to have kind of a bigger week next week. So I don't mind if my photos are kind of fluid. So this week, even though it's not actually quite Valentine's Day, this week only goes through the 12th, I'm still documenting our Valentine's weekend together. So it works out good enough for me. So this one is going to be all about Valentine's Day. So because of that, I did grab out the Simple Stories Heart Eyes collection, which I absolutely love. I've probably mentioned it over here before, and I'm also using this collection for not exclusively, but it's mostly what I'm using for my project over on Patreon this month, which is a 10 by 8 album all about mine and Will's relationship. So it's been really fun to use these products. So I also have a couple thickers here that I'm using with this collection. So I grabbed out 2 different thickers. I think that they're maybe both Heidi Swap. I'm not exactly sure, but I grabbed them from scrapbook.com and I spelt out week 6, of course. Now I did grab out this little kind of label from all of the ephemera pieces, but I will switch that out here in just a little bit. So every single paper and whatnot is from that Simple Stories collection, except for the Happy Valentine's Day Love card, the first 3x4 card there. That's from an older crepe paper collection. I don't even know which one, but it's super old, and I just randomly found like part of one of those cut apart sheets in my stash. So I grabbed it out so that I would have it handy for Valentine's Day. So I thought that was really cute. Love crepe paper collections, of course, and I definitely love their Valentine's collection. I remember that one. Let me know if you remember what it was called, but it had like the cute, colorful haired girls in it and stuff. And I really love that collection. But anyways, so on to my photos as I'm kind of putting things into place. Not too much to explain here on the spread this week, but as far as my photos go, at the top, I managed to get a really cute picture of me with Lasagna. So that is our little kitty cat. Of course, if you've been following along, you'll know all about her. Now, she does still stay outside a lot during the day, her choice. And then at night, she always comes in and sleeps in our TV room because there is a door on that room. So I can kind of keep her isolated because the doggies, she doesn't seem to really like them very much. She's really scared, and she is still really, really small and young. So right now we're kind of keeping her separated, but I did manage to kind of sneak her in to my craft room so I could get a couple good pictures with her. So that was exciting. So I grabbed that one. And then the photo at the bottom is of me and Will. So we were able to hang out a couple times over this weekend. So I don't have a ton of photos of what we did, but I did snap a selfie. So I was happy about that. But we did go get ramen one day and we got bubble tea, and Will got the new PS5. So you will see that I'm documenting that as well. And then also we went to a new vegan restaurant together and hung out another day. So there was a lot of things that we were kind of doing that I don't have a ton of photos of, but I was happy to have that selfie, and I will add a little bit of journaling onto it here eventually where I can kind of mention more of what we did. So at this point on this title card, you'll see that I changed out the label. That one just kind of bothered me, and it annoyed me that I didn't stick it in the middle. So I really like this one a lot more. So that made me happier. And now we're going to move on to this kind of filler card here that I am working on. So I didn't have a ton of journaling and things to say, so I'm really just going to give myself a couple little spots for journaling. But for this one, I wanted to add another photo, and it might be kind of hard to tell what that is, but that's just the PS5 controller. But I didn't really want that picture to be like a 3x4 or something, because it's just like a kind of throwaway photo. So I printed it off really small as a 1.5 by 2 inch rectangle. And then I added it onto one of the little cut aparts, the tag cut aparts from Simple Stories. And then I'm just going to stamp at the bottom and a new PS5, just so I can remember that this is the week that we got the PS5. So that was really fun to be able to set that all up and like have some new games for that and everything. I'm not like a gamer, but I do kind of like to cozy up in the bed or on the couch or whatever and be on my computer, and then Will's playing his game and all the doggies are there and all of that. So it was fun to grab the new PS5 this week. So that's been something we've talked about, of course, since like 2020 when it came out. So it's pretty cool that we finally have one. So that's really all I'm going to do on that card. And then here at the bottom, I found this meme that I had to add in to my book. So you might notice that there's Joe from Tiger King kind of behind the little tweet of the meme. But it says, "I cannot believe it's approaching 3 years since our lives were Joe Exotic, banana bread, and fistfights over toilet paper. I just still can't quite process that it was ever a real period of my life." So I thought that was kind of funny because I always do like to still document COVID, at least in some way, every now and then, especially whenever it hits the kind of milestones. Like this is about to come upon the 3-year anniversary whenever March rolls around. So I thought that was kind of a fun thing to put in there. And then I just added on another one of those tags and added just a little bit of journaling about how COVID, how that time feels both really far away and also like yesterday at the same time. Then I had a little teeny tiny tag, but I managed to add quite a bit of journaling on it, just about all the little things that me and Will did together this week. And then my only other 2 photos I have not mentioned is this one, which I'm adding a little dashed border around. And these were some amazing vegan chocolates that my Auntie Sue sent me in the mail over last week. And me and Will completely devoured all of them. But then I rebought like 2 bigger boxes, one for my mom and one for me and Will to share for Valentine's Day. So I definitely wanted to document those chocolates. And then the only other photo is just the cute one of Penny there laying on the bed. So that was just a fun snapshot that I had to add in here of her. So then I just added on some finishing touches of a few of the tiny little word stickers that were on the Simple Stories sticker sheet that you get with the paper pad, which is always fun. And then I'm not sure if I actually add anything else, maybe just a couple small things, but here is where I'm kind of at the end of it and I'm just tinkering around to see if there's anything else that I do want to add. Added a small heart there. And then I think I will add a little bit of some doodles here. So I'm just going to kind of pencil on or use my pen to draw on a few little stars with some dots. I kind of just wanted to bring in that black because I do have the black from the stamping and from the 2 black and white photos. So I thought that would look nice to just kind of bring that in a little bit more. I decided against the gold stars. I thought about it for a minute, but then I thought, nah, I'm good without them. And here I'm just going to attach the 3x4 photos together so that they will fit nicely into the 4x6 page protector there. I still haven't bought my new 12x12 albums for 2023 yet, so I really need to purchase those sometime soon because I'm having trouble storing all of these page protectors. So I really like to keep them nice and snug in the album just so everything stays together. But I have not purchased them yet. You know, they're expensive, kind of an annoying purchase because you just have to have the albums. But anyways, that's it for this one. So I hope that you enjoyed this process video. If you did, please give me a like and please also consider subscribing. I hope you had a great Valentine's Day, friends, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye, y'all.